All right, everybody, we're going to check out the newest trailer for Daredevil Born Again. This is coming out later this year, and it looks really good. It looks like they're going to be taking a page out of the Netflix series. These characters are going back to their roots, and I'm stoked for it because that Netflix series was super good. Let's get into the trailer and break this down. Oh, we're just jumping right into it.
Thank you for finding the time.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
I love Vincent D'Onofrio. So good in this role.
A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I love they brought the entire cast back.
The mayor serves his city.
Rogers the musical.
I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
Okay.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature.
Is that Frank? Yeah, it is.
It has over us.
Oh, it's soon.
This city can't go unchecked.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos must reign.
Mind putting the hatchet down? I was raised to believe in grace. But I was also raised
Jesus.
to believe in retribution.
Okay, that was cool. Oh my God. Oh, I want this to be as good as it looks. Holy shit. Oh, wow. They are not backing down. Like, they're not. This is not going to be a PG show. Like, you're showing that much blood and broken bones, stuff like that in the trailer. Oh my God. Let's go through that again. All right. So, right from the very beginning, it's showing us that this looks like the hallway scene that was so famous from, like, what is it, episode 1 or 2 or something from the Netflix series. That's just a scene that people still talk about to this day. So if they can capture any of that magic, I am all in. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm a huge Kingpin fan. Vincent D'Onofrio just lives that part. I don't care that he's not 800 pounds. He looks phenomenal. He does a great job with the character. Obviously, Hawkeye was not really what I was hoping for from this character. I'm glad they went away from that really quickly and gave him his second eye back. If you saw Echo, the show wasn't great, but he was great in it. The scene where, spoilers for a year-old show that nobody talks about, the interpreter is just like exited from the room into like a hallway with like the wrapping around it and the bags, and she just realized at the last second what's going on, and you get that he doesn't care that he's killing her. His men are killing her, and Echo can't hear the gunshot. Oh God, that scene's so good. Vincent D'Onofrio is amazing. I can't wait for him to come back to form. Now, there were talks at one point where they were not going to bring back Foggy and Karen. They were going to bring back Charlie Cox, Daredevil, Matt Murdock, and Wilson Fisk, and that was it from the original cast. And I am so happy to see these characters returning. I really liked all the side characters in the original Daredevil show. I don't know if we're going to get Rosario Dawson as the night nurse, but she does still work for Disney doing the Ahsoka show, so it's possible. That would be fantastic. But even just seeing these three together smiling just warms my heart a little bit. All right, here we can see Times Square. We got Rogers the Musical, which does tie it back to Hawkeye and the MCU, which is really cool. And honestly, if that's all it does to tie itself back to the MCU, I'm pretty okay with that. I wouldn't hate a Spider-Man reference or like Tom Holland just swinging over top, but I don't want a cameo. I wish the hell, yes, I do. I'd love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I'd love to see a cameo, but I don't need it. I had heard that he was running for office, and I assumed president. It looks like it's going to be mayor of New York, which is still pretty amazing for Wilson Fisk. Here, I had some graffiti, which looks like Wilson Fisk taking off a Wilson Fisk mask or stepping away from behind Wilson Fisk, basically just signifying like he's not changing. He's still the same person he was. Now he asks him, why did he stop being a vigilante? It has been a hot minute since I've seen the Netflix series. I saw the first season again somewhat recently, but not 2, 3, or 4. I guess this is 4, so not 2 or 3. I can't remember if we left Matt as not being Daredevil. I feel like he was. So maybe this will be a backstory that's explained in between season 3 and 4, or maybe this is further on into the show and he stops being vigilante in episode like 1 or 2. We'll have to see. One of my biggest problems with the Netflix series, not Daredevil so much, but the other ones, was that like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage specifically hated being superheroes. And that was like the only thing about Luke Cage that you really knew is just he didn't want to be a superhero. And that bothered me immensely. Like if that's like an episode or 2, so be it. But after that, like just soak it up. You're bulletproof, man. Go for it. And I liked that Daredevil didn't have that. He did want to be a superhero to some extent, or at least he wanted to help people. I hope they don't go that route with this show where we're going to have like 8 episodes of him just whining about being a superhero. I'd love it if he just got right into it and just started kicking ass. This is Wilson Bethel. He's actually who played Bullseye in the 3rd season, I believe it was. Absolutely a terrifying villain. Like anything he can control, he's going to be able to whip at you with precision, with force, killing people with staples, pencils, anything he can get his hands on. Absolutely terrifying. You can see like he's got a thing around his waist. He's got his arms wrapped up. Like they're not giving him any opportunities because he only needs a little one to kill you. All right, now Charlie Cox is dancing with, and I apologize if I get this wrong, Margarita Levieva. I'm sorry. And the interesting thing is here, if we go over to IMDb, you can see that it has her name and how many episodes she's in, but it doesn't tell us the character's name. I love that. I legit love that. And for anybody saying like, oh, well, Tom Holland's not in the IMDb list, if they're willing to not give the credit here, it's possible they're also willing to not spoil that he's in a future episode, which is phenomenal. And I wish more TV shows would do that. In fact, I'd even like it if they didn't tell us that they're in 18 episodes. Just say they're in 1 episode and update it later, because now I know she's going to survive the whole thing. No, I apologize. I don't know who this is, but I absolutely love this picture. Just this short little burst of it looks so good. Very curious to find out who this is. Anytime you want to bring John Barenthal into something, I am on board. He has proven himself over and over again to be an amazing actor and somebody just captivating to watch. But especially as Frank Castle, he's so damn good in both Daredevil and in his own show. And if he can get a spin-off show after this one, I would love that too. More John Barenthal, please. As I said, we are not shying away from violence on this one, and I'm here for it. All right, now here's the absolute money shot. This puts a smile on my face just looking at the still. We've got 2 versions of the red helmet, the black helmet, which looks super badass, as well as the gold helmet, which is the one we saw him wear in the She-Hulk television show. Now, this is something he's worn in comics, the red, the black, the yellow and red, like all those are ones we've seen him wear. I'm not familiar with him wearing a silver helmet. I'm not the biggest Daredevil fan, admittedly, but I'm racking my brain. I even went to Google really quick. I cannot picture him in a silver helmet. But maybe it's just a matter of 5 looks better than 4. Maybe that's all it was. Either way, I really like this. Now, why does somebody who's blind need different colored helmets? Who the fuck knows? It just looks cool. Just go with it. Even the title Born Again is taken from a very famous Daredevil run, maybe one of the most famous Daredevil runs back from, I want to say the 80s. I want to say Frank Miller did it. It's an absolutely incredible book. I have read it, but it's been a minute since I've done so, where Wilson Fisk finds out who Daredevil is, who finds out that it's Matt Murdock and starts ruining his life. Doesn't go straight after him, doesn't try to kill him, just takes everything away from him methodically. And it's so cool. He breaks him down piece by piece by piece, and then Matt Murdock literally has to get born again, just bring himself back up, get back to the point where he was. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that Wilson Fisk knows who Daredevil is from the Netflix television show. Again, it's been a minute since I watched it, but I'm almost positive. But regardless, great title for this, having been, I think the last season was like 2018 or something, so it's been off the air for like 7 years, and they're bringing it back, and it looks like they're doing it justice. This looks incredible. All right, and there's our first look at Daredevil Born Again, coming out March 4th, 2025. What do you guys think? Are you as excited for this as I am? Because I gotta say, I am stoked for this one. I love that Netflix show. As I said, I rewatched the first season not that long ago. I'm honestly debating turning on season 2 tonight. Just getting caught back up with it so that I'm ready to go for this one by March 4th. Looks amazing. Let me know in the comments, did I miss anything from the trailer? Anything blatantly obvious? Who is that villain with like the white mask with like the tears coming down, like the black tears coming down? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not that excited about this, just leave an emoji because, you know, engagement, it helps the channel grow. All right, hit like, hit subscribe, get on out of here. Have a good night, guys.